Today I want to show you the difference between the Icandy Orange and the Nuna DemiGrow prams. These both can be a single converted to a double, have the options to have bassinets, seats and capsules, and they can both have multiple combinations. The Icandy is set up to as what I would say is illegally. I have added what I'm going to call the upper adapters and the risers up the top, so you're not supposed to put the risers on where the upper adapters are. That's not recommended by Icandy, but the Nuna DemiGrow is in this position with a legit setup recommended by Nuna. I've put the bassinets up the top for the moment because that is supposedly what everyone prefers. I personally prefer the bassinets down the bottom, and parent, you can have them forward facing and you can still see your baby while your toddler is up the top and outwards facing. A quick side-by-side of them both in double mode. So the Icandy is longer. I've pushed them up to the wall, so both of the bassinets are touching the wall. And the Icandy becomes longer with the back wheels. It does also have a longer handle, but you also get a little bit more basket space in the front of the Icandy compared to the Nuna DemiGrow. The seat of the Nuna is kind of known for not being able to sit up exactly straight, so that is the straightest it's going to go. And the Icandy, you can see, is sitting up straighter. Both of the handles are at the highest point, so you can see that the DemiGrow is shorter and the Icandy handle is further away. The bassinet sizes, I feel like the Nuna looks slightly smaller and the Icandy looks slightly bigger. On the Nuna, this is the bassinet and only the bassinet. It is another piece you need to store. For the Icandy, this frame becomes the bassinet and the seat. So you have a seat or a bassinet fabric and you just store the fabric and you use the hood for both things. Sometimes that's annoying because the hood can wear out. When you store the bassinet, this is actually a hard piece. So it's hard all the way down and it stays in its shape. And maybe use it as a tub or something, put other stuff in it, and then put it in a plastic bag because it's going to need to stay in that shape. It can't be pushed down. It's like one of those big plastic tubs that you soak your nappies and stuff in. Another big difference is the belly bar on here versus no belly bar. That is because the carry handle is at the top, but to take this off, I always put the belly bar on so I can lift it up. On the Nuna, you can see these two little silver grips here. That is to take the bassinet off, and I absolutely love how they've done that. It's so ergonomic, and then you can carry it with this part as well. With the Icandy, you just have two buttons on the side, just like a normal pram, so that's pretty standard. With the Nuna, you have this little pouch here to put your things in, and I absolutely love that so much. It is my favorite thing. An additional thing for the Nuna is this little dream drape, and I honestly love it so much. It has magnets on the edges. There's a little bit of damage on the material, but it is a really nice breathable. This part here is actually, you can see my hand through there, it's a mesh, and then this is a nice breathable fabric, and there's plenty of air ventilation still going through there. Then on the back of the DemiGrow, you can lift this little section up and you have your air mesh coming through. So even if you have the dream drape down, you still have a lot of air ventilation going through, and it still looks nice. I feel like this color quite matches well. It's not like standing out. The hood on the Icandy has this little part that pulls out to give that extra sunshade, and on the back there is a zipper. And you also have that air mesh. It does take a little bit of effort to pull the piece of fabric up and over and then push the hood out a lot, but once it gets out there, it does work really well. To change the Nuna from double to single, all you do is take the seat out and literally just pull this part back, and then it velcros to the side and you've got your full-size basket. For the Icandy, what you do is you can either leave these adapters on just like that, or you can slide these up. And that is how it becomes a single. You don't have to take them off, of course. And then you've got the front ones as well. So you can put the seat in 3 spots on the Icandy versus just the 2 on the Nuna DemiGrow. I've put both of the prams in single mode with the seats sitting up, facing me, with the upper adapters pushing the seat forward on both. So you can see that the DemiGrow has a very laid back seat. It's still a bit more reclined, and the Icandy is sitting more upwards. And also you can see at the bottom of the Icandy there is space for a child to stand. So this is like a built-in buggy board kind of thing. The Nuna DemiGrow doesn't have this option, but instead of not having the buggy board, it does have an adjustable footrest that the Icandy does not have. Both of the handlebars are out as full as they go, and they're pretty much in line now. Both of the seats. You've got a big basket on both of them. Looking at the Nuna hood, you've got a zipper here, and that opens up the dream drape, and I absolutely love this. It's so helpful. It's again in that nice mesh fabric, and then the breathable fabric over here. At the back, you've also got a peekaboo window or another mesh window as well. As I said before, the footrest is adjustable, and that is one-handed, which I've never seen this on another pram, so I really love that. And it folds backwards for when you're trying to fit it in the car as well, which is really nice. Also, the handlebar moves all the way down. So with the 2 buttons on either side, you press them in and it adjusts and fit it in your car a lot easier. And you don't have to take this belly bar off, which I absolutely love. If you unzip this part here, it also has a mesh seat under there, and that is designed for summer. So baby can lay in there and have the breeze come through. It's a really nice pram, especially for the climate we have in Australia. The Icandy has the exact same hood to as what was on the Bassinet, because remember this hood changes from the Bassinet to the seat because this is the same seat frame. So it has the little mesh in the back. And the part out the front for the extra sun protection. Removable belly bar, and it also pivots, which is nice. The Nuna belly bar also comes off, so there's a button that you press on the inside of the frame. It is not pivotable, it just goes out like this. The belly bar can be adjusted via the 2 buttons on each side and go all the way down. This is really for when you're folding the pram, and then it makes the whole seat flatter for going in the boot, which is a really, really nice feature. To adjust the footrest on the Icandy, what you do is you literally push the fabric in the opposite way. And now it is gonna sit up and your baby's legs can rest on it. So that's what it looks like. The footrest on the Nuna is adjustable by one hand with this button, which is such a nice feature. It is literally the only time I've ever seen this on any pram. It has 3 positions. It's up, normal, and then it goes all the way back. And this is really good for when you're folding the pram up and like configuring it into your car. It just makes it like more manageable. 3 reclines for the seat for both of the prams. On the Nuna there is adjustable suspension. It says up for rough terrain or down for smooth surfaces, so that's all you do. And you can actually see this part in here. When you push on the pram, it allows it to move or not. So it really reduces how much it can move. The wheel size is very similar on the Icandy and the Nuna, and same with the back wheels, about similar size. The brakes, I really do like the Icandy brake. It's very simple. It's not hard to do at all. It's just like it flicks on and off. I'm not a fan of the Nuna brake. It just seems a bit hard. I'm just not a huge fan of how much it takes to jam the brake back up, whereas I know other brakes are a lot easier. Both of these prams can take capsules. Both of these prams can have bassinets and seats. They can have 2 seats, 2 bassinets, or 2 capsules. The configurations are going to change drastically between the two because you've got an upper adapter and a lower adapter on the Nuna, whereas on the Icandy you have a lower back adapter, an upper adapter, and a lower front adapter. There is a lot more configurations you can do on the Icandy than you can with the Nuna. However, with the functionality of the pram, I feel like there's so many more options. Like you've got the dream drape, you've got the seat that can come out, the adjustable footrests, the suspension, the little this part here, plus you've got the extra dream drape. So I just feel like there's a lot more add-ons for the Nuna than there is for the Icandy. I also think that the Nuna looks nicer. I know we can't always base everything on looks, but I just love how it looks. The Icandy just isn't my favorite for looks, but for functionality for the twins and being able to have the seat configurations for twins, it's really nice to have that option. For one toddler and one baby, this is my preferred way to set up the Nuna DemiGrow. One more thing I forgot to mention is you can have the hood clicked back one, so you can see it's not completely up, and that allows you, when you're pushing, to be able to look forward and see your baby in there, plus they still get a little bit of coverage from the hood. You can also set up the Icandy in this exact configuration, so it's nice to have that option. You get more space in the front. With the basket on the Icandy, you literally get none in the Nuna. But my preferred configuration on the Icandy is this way. So the seat and the hood are touching, yes, but it's only fabric. It's not like there's a metal bar or anything. It's just a piece of like hard plastic. So yes, they are touching. You can cheat and put the little upper adapters up here, but again, that's going against Icandy's ways. You can always put the hood down as well, and it's not touching anymore. As for things that come with the Nuna, so you can get all different combinations. You can get 2 seats, 2 bassinets, and when you purchase the pram, it comes with 2 sets of capsule adapters as well, and also these little upper adapters, so it brings the seat up and forward. You can also put these on the other way so that they push the seat closer towards you if you're having the pram in single mode. For the Icandy, you get a few more things. So you should get 2 sets of risers. Yes, I have 2 different colors. We're not talking about that. So these are the upper or top adapters, and these are the lower or bottom adapters. Plus, you also get this set of risers. So again, same thing, you can put them on and push the seat forward, or you can turn them around and have the seat pushed back towards you. These are what you need to put on to make sure that you can use the board when you're wanting to use it in single mode with the toddler standing on the board at the back. For an overview, I really love all the features of the Nuna, and it looks prettier, but I really love the options of the seat configurations with the Icandy. It's a really hard choice between the two, and it really depends on what your needs are. So for the twins at the moment, I think the Icandy is better because they're still younger and I like them to be facing me. Technically with this model, so this is a 2019 Nuna DemiGrow, you can put the seat down the bottom facing you, but it has to be reclining. It's not really recommended by Nuna though. I don't have 2 seats, but if you could imagine 2 seats on there, you could have them both laying down and facing you, which would probably be suitable for the twins, but I don't have 2 seats, so I just feel like having the Icandy, which I've already got 2 seats for, is better for me for the moment. Although I love the Nuna, it's so pretty. Just be mindful that this is a little bit tricky to get the seat out of, so you're gonna have to come down here and pull the button to get it out. Here's the comparison of the fold. So the Icandy is on the left, and again they're both pushed up against the wall, and the Icandy is longer. So they're pretty much the same width. It just looks like that. So this one is slightly longer, and then this one is like narrower, but it's not really in the wheel width. If you took the wheels off, then yes, the Nuna will be smaller, but I'm not taking my wheels off every single time I fold my pram. No way. They do also both stand up, but I just prefer the fold of the Nuna more. It's less chance that you're going to scratch your frame, whereas the Icandy, I just feel like it's such an easy way to scratch your frame. Folded with the seats on top, you can see how I told you about the Nuna, how it folds down the footrest and the belly bar. It is slightly higher but then shorter, and then the Icandy is like longer, and you'd have to take the belly bar off to make it a flatter fold. Also, if you're not using these front adapters for the positions that you're using at the time, you can also take them off and it will help. The safety is on the inside, and then you like lift it up, and then to fold it down. But I just feel like it touches the ground, so it's going to get scratched. With the Nuna, I've kind of always just like sat it there and the handle isn't touching, and then release the safety on the side here, and it like lifts itself up. And same two little bits on the side to fold it as the Icandy. And the handle does not touch the ground. Like, I can fit my hand under here. And if it was to touch the ground, it has this little part here that's designed to touch the ground instead of the handle. And this nifty little carry handle. If this video helped you, please don't forget to subscribe and like this video. It helps my channel so much. If you need to know more information on these prams, I have other videos. The configurations of each of the seats, bassinets, and capsules can go. Don't forget to check out those videos if you're interested in one of these prams. I have done as many as I can on the Icandy Orange, just that there is so many varieties of combinations that the seats can go, and I hope that I can see you in my next video.